Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2013 summer and fall commencement exercises for the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Life has many passages. The transitions from one period to another, cultures the world over, mark these transitions with ceremonies steeped in tradition. Commencement, with its ancient regalia and pageantry, marks the successful conclusion of a period of study and the beginning of a new phase in graduates' lives. Commencement is an important ritual for the human spirit, signifying great accomplishment and moving on to a world of vast possibilities. It connects each of us to the long line of scholars reaching back through the centuries. Today is a momentous day. We honor these graduates' past achievements and celebrate their bright futures. It is my great pleasure to present them to you, the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, class of 2013. Please remain standing and join visual and performing arts student Therese Carmack, who will lead us in the singing of America the Beautiful. The words to this song were composed by Catherine Lee Bates in 1893 during a visit to Pikes Peak and was inspired by the beauty of the state. Lyrics are listed on page 12 of your program. And now, please join the UCCS Visual and Performing Arts Vocal Ensemble, directed by lecturer Solveig Olsen, in the singing of the National Anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the
Please be seated. Now it is my distinct pleasure to present the Chancellor of the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, Dr. Pam Shockley-Zalabak.
I would like to acknowledge that we have assembled here today really a microcosm of the world. Graduates with us today represent many states from across our great nation, many nations in the world, and every single county in Colorado. We also want to thank those whose support and dedication to the university have helped bring all of our graduates to this moment. I would like to introduce members of our boards of regents, as well as other notable guests on the platform, by asking them to stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. On my right, Kyle Hibble, 5th Congressional District Regent. On my left, Michael Kerrigan, 1st Congressional District and Chair of the Board of Regents. Also on my left, Glenn Gallegos, Congressional District, 3rd Congressional District, Board of Regents. Bruce Benson, University of Colorado President. Leonard Diniger, Senior Vice President and Chief of Staff. Kathleen Ballard, Vice President and Academic Affairs Officer. And Patrick O'Rourke, Vice President, University Council and Secretary of the Board of Regents. On my right, Nicholas Goodsell, Chairperson of the UCCS Alumni and Friends Organization. Robert Harleston, our distinguished alum speaker, and our commencement marshal, Robert Bondasanowski, last year's recipient of the Faculty Award for Excellence in Research. Let's give them a round of applause. Now I'd like to introduce our administrators and deans. Mary Cousins-Reed, Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Brian Burnett, Senior Executive Vice Chancellor for Administration and Finance. Susan Spurka, Vice Chancellor for Administration and Finance. Homer Wesley, Vice Chancellor for Student Success and Enrollment Management. Martin Wood, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement and Development. David Moon, Vice Provost and Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Deborah Kinney, Associate Dean of Research, Bethel College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Venkateshwar Reddy, Dean of the College of Business. Terry Schwartz, Associate Dean of the School of Public Affairs. Mary Snyder, Dean of the College of Education. Rangaswamy Dandapani, Dean of the College of Engineering and Applied Science. Peter Braza, Dean of the College of Letters, Arts and Sciences. Terry Switzer, Dean, Kramer Family Library. Kelly Klebe, Dean of the Graduate School. Let's give them a round of applause. Our name readers today: Christopher Bell, Director, Center for Excellence in Communication. Josephine Benavides, Director, Pre-Collegiate Development Programs. Anthony Cordova, Director, Multicultural Office for Student Access, Inclusiveness, and Community. And Bev Kratzer, Director, Career Center. Let's give them a round of applause. And I would like to ask our student government representatives, both on the podium and in the audience, to stand and be recognized. All right, let's give them a round of applause. Finally, and very importantly, I want to ask the faculty and staff of the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs to rise on the floor, in the audience, or on the stage, and please remain standing. Commencement is a time for faculty and staff to reflect on accomplishments, the education of our students to be outstanding citizens of the community, the nation, and the world, for superb teaching, creative scholarship, exemplary service, for your energy and dedication to the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, and the community at large, for the large and small ways you show that you care for the development and success of our students. We thank you and we salute you. So to the entire platform party, let's give another round of applause. We appreciate all of your participation in our commencement exercises today. You may be seated. Now, graduates, we have one final assignment. I know we did not tell you that coming in. One final assignment before we celebrate. So listen very closely, because this is one you can do. Would the graduates in the audience who are the first members of your family to graduate from college, I ask that you stand and then remain standing. Now, stay standing. Keep standing. Graduates who volunteered in this great community, in your home community, or somehow assisted others while attending school, please stand and you remain standing. Graduates who transferred to UCCS from a community college or other institution, please stand and remain standing. Graduates who worked full or part-time while attending UCCS, please stand and remain standing. Everyone stand. I think everyone is standing, but everyone stand. Now, it is really my pleasure, it's all of our pleasures, to be here to celebrate this important milestone in your life. Few of us achieve these milestones without the support of family and friends. And I am sure that every graduate here would agree that they could have not come this far without some very special people in their lives. Now, some graduates are here today without family members or loved ones who are absent due to events beyond their control. So please know we are celebrating with you and honoring you. So I ask you, graduates, before we go on with our ceremony, please find your supporters in the audience or think about them, and let's give your supporters a round of applause. All right, now you may be seated, and we're going to proceed with our ceremony. Thank you, you did well on the assignment. Now, it is my privilege to introduce Bruce Benson, President of the University System.
Thank you, Chancellor. I'd like to add my welcome to the graduates, their family and friends, and the university faculty and staff. On behalf of the University of Colorado, I'd like to congratulate you and all the people that helped you. Your degree from this great university will change your life forever. As you start the next stage of your life, I'd like to share some of my thoughts with you that have helped me throughout my life. Listen to others. Make sure you hear all sides of the issue. Your ideas may not always be the best. You can accomplish a lot more if you don't care who gets the credit. And in every decision, watch out for unintended consequences. Stay focused on what is important and finish what you start. Think before you act. And if you make a mistake or a bad decision, admit it, apologize, fix it as fast as you can, and just move on. And when you make an agreement, make sure both sides are happy. don't always try to get the advantage. And seize opportunities as they come along. If you have a life plan, don't miss opportunities that may not fit exactly into that plan. And people want leaders, so when you see a void, fill it. And when you become a leader, be inclusive and open, try to listen more than you talk, hire great people who are trustworthy, and work as a team. Know what you don't know, and be sure you have people around you that do know. Treat everyone with respect, and remember, everyone has a place in this world. Always lead by example. Do the right thing no matter how tough it is. You will be rewarded. And be generous with your time and, when you can, with your money. And be sure to remember your alma mater. Contribute to your community. Volunteer for projects you care about. You will do good, and it'll make you feel really good. In the end, your honesty, your word, your reputation, your integrity are all that you have, so don't lose them. And don't forget, the harder you work, the luckier you'll get. So good luck to all of you as you start the next phase of your life. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, President Benson. At our December commencement, we have a tradition of selecting a distinguished UCCS alum to address our graduates. This afternoon, we are honored to have Robert Walter Harleston, talk show host and congressional editor for C-SPAN, as our 5th annual distinguished alum speaker. Mr. Harleston has been with C-SPAN for 11 years and currently hosts its flagship morning public affairs program, The Washington Journal. He received his Bachelor of Arts in Distributed Studies, emphasis in communication, from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs in 1983. It is my great privilege to introduce UCCS distinguished alum, Rob Harleston.
Whoa! Board of Regents, President Benson, Chancellor Shockley, distinguished guests, family, friends, members of the class of 2013. How cool does that sound? I am humbled to be standing before you on this very special occasion. When Chancellor Shockley asked me to speak here today, she suggested that my message be a simple one. She emailed me saying, my speech should contain just a few words of wisdom. That seemed to me to be more of a daunting task than a simple one. What words of wisdom could I impart in 2013 when all the really great words of wisdom have already been used? Think about it. In 1961, JFK implored his inaugural audience to ask not what your country can do for you. 2 years later, Martin Luther King Jr. mesmerized thousands in front of the Lincoln Memorial by telling them, I have a dream. And in 1970, 4 guys from England closed out their career as the Beatles by singing these words of wisdom, all together now, let it be. So what can I tell you in this short time that we have together that hasn't been said before and yet would qualify as words of wisdom? It's been 30 years since I sat where you're sitting now, and the words of wisdom I most wanted to hear back in 1983 were, let your parents pay for dinner tonight because you've still got student loans to take care of. Seriously, graduates, you're surrounded by fellow members of the class of 2013. And for a short time, that may be how you'll be known, as members of that class. But think about others who've gone before you who have been part of large groups. Groups with names like the Greatest Generation, the Baby Boomers, and the Millennials. Each group is celebrated for its contributions to making us what we are today. But within each group, there are individuals who struck out on their own, men and women who decided their destiny would not be defined by a larger group. They decided to define their own destiny. So that's my message for you today. Define your own destiny. Since kindergarten, you've been following a path laid out for you by parents and teachers. Once you've completed this ceremony, others still will be influencing where you go and how you get there. But in the end, the final decision about your destiny must be made by you. Some of the decisions you make may be made overnight. Some will take a little bit longer. Either way, if you're smart, you'll continue to gain insight from those around you. That may not sit well with those of you who thought that the learning process ended today. Much of what you've learned here at UCCS is going to be reinforced by folks you come in contact with in the outside world. Believe it or not, each person you meet can have some effect on you and your destiny. And as you continue down your path, hopefully, you'll become better at recognizing the persons who can and will help you achieve your destiny. But ultimately, the path you choose must be yours. The history books are full of men and women who chose the road less traveled. But not everyone who defines their own destiny winds up in books or on the front page of the morning newspaper or as the lead story on the evening news. You have an advantage, though, with your degree from UCCS. You stand poised to join others who've worn the black and gold, men and women who've gone on to become leaders of multinational corporations, a Pulitzer Prize winner, and even an astronaut. Each of them, at some point, made the decision to define his or her own destiny. And as mentioned before, defining your destiny is not always something you do alone. When times are tough, you're likely to need some help or some guidance. Several years after graduating from UCCS, my career, it seemed to me, had stalled out. I was working in Washington, D.C. as a glorified gopher for ABC News, with no greater responsibility than fetching coffee and running videotape around the building. Most of you graduates, when I say videotape, have no idea what I'm talking about. I was going nowhere and was thinking about a radical career change. One afternoon, I told my dad I was going to get out of television and join the Marines. I told him that I was going to be a helicopter pilot. After his initial shock wore off, he urged me to stick with television, the path that I had chosen. Throughout my childhood, he told me, he often thought that I might follow in his footsteps and make the military a career. But over the years, he saw the work that I put into my communication studies, especially here at UCCS. He encouraged me to stick it out and stay in television. I did, and within several months, I was on my way to my first job as an on-air television reporter. It's been an awesome trip, one that's included the coverage of the largest hurricane in the history of the United States, 2 presidential campaigns, an oral argument in front of the Supreme Court of the United States, and our country's entry into the new millennium. It might have been a trip that I had missed had it not been for my dad. Thanks, Pop. And thanks to my mom and my siblings, my brother Paul, who helped me write several of my papers before I graduated, and my sister Bernice, who helped me edit my speech. I thank them for all of their love and support throughout the years. Ecclesiastes 3 tells us, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. And while my time on this stage is just about through, your time as citizens of the world and definers of your own destiny is about to begin. Before I go, just one more thought. In 1973, a band called Steely Dan hit the charts with a song proclaiming, "I'm never going back to my old school." Although it's been 30 years since I raced from class to class on that mountainside campus, I am truly thankful for this chance to come back, and I look forward to future visits to my old school. Thank you for letting me be a part of your commencement. Now go forth, and as it says on our university seal, let your light shine. And don't wait 30 years to come back to the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harleston. Today, I am honored to recognize our graduating Army ROTC students who commenced service to our country upon commissioning this morning. We also honor our graduating veterans who have already served our country on active military duty. Thank you very much to their parents, Thank you very much to their parents, family members, and the UCCS faculty and staff for their support and encouragement to these graduates who have pursued a commission while earning a degree. Will the graduating ROTC students and graduating veterans please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. At this time, we will begin to confer the degrees. We will do this in 3 groups. First, doctoral, then master's degrees, and finally, baccalaureate degrees. As the doctoral candidates are named, they will be hooded by their faculty advisors. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please come forward? Kelly Klebe, Dean of the Graduate School.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Leadership, Research, and Policy.
Dean Klebe, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Leadership, Research, and Policy, and welcome them into the community of scholars. Congratulations.
Sandra Marr, dissertation, The Effect of Full-Day Kindergarten Programming, Teacher Ethnicity, and Classroom Composition on Special Education Eligibility of Black Elementary Students. Eugenois Patrick Okahaialam, dissertation, an analysis of the effectiveness of secondary school civic education on the attainment of national objectives in Nigeria. Katarzyna Anna Pickering, dissertation, an analysis of mentor-based induction program components and teachers' perceptions of improvement in teaching. Thomas Swaim, dissertation, Cognitive Apprenticeship and Military Teacher Induction, facilitating the transition from warfighter to educator at the United States Air Force Academy. Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Engineering.
Dean Klebe, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Engineering and welcome them into the community of scholars.
Hassan Al-Deeb, emphasis in electrical engineering, dissertation, ferroelectric capacitor-based tunable filter circuits. Archana Sapkota, emphasis in computer science, dissertation, a solution towards unconstrained face recognition. Richard White, emphasis in security, dissertation towards a unifying homeland security strategy, an asset vulnerability model. Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School, I have the honor to present this candidate for the degree of Philosophy in Applied Science.
Dean Klebe, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon this graduate the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Science and welcome him into the community of scholars.
David Smith, emphasis in physics, dissertation, sub-wavelength plasmonic metamaterials in optical and microwave frequencies.
Congratulations to each of our PhD graduates. Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, we now confer the graduate degrees of the university. Kelly Klebe, Dean of the Graduate School.
All 6 colleges and schools contribute to the programs of the Graduate School. Candidates will be introduced by their respective deans. Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Science and Master of Sciences in the Bethel College of Nursing and Health Sciences please come forward? Deborah Kinney, Associate Dean of the Research, Bethel College of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Bethel College of Nursing and Health Sciences, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees of Master of Science and Master of Sciences.
Associate Dean Kinney, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degrees Master of Science and Master of Sciences. Congratulations.
Valsumathi Nalusamy. Kelly Williams. Meg Nakajimi. Stacy Pleasant. Laura Fitz.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration in the College of Business please come forward? Venkat Reddy, Dean of the College of Business.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Business and Administration and the Graduate School of Business Administration, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration.
Dean Reddy, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degree Master of Business Administration.
Terry Adrian.
Janelle Castellan.
Lillian Giddings.
Christina Barotzi.
Sagar Gadsing.
Allison Lovato.
Alyssa Morales.
Stephen Isles.
Sujatha Gonella.
Jennifer Anderson.
Pamela Leonard.
Jeremy Kronkow.
Eric Plummer.
Stephen Scheidler.
Joshua Thomas.
Adam White.
Rick Olmsted.
Kelly Hennigan.
Jared DeYoung.
Patrick Wright.
Leilani Distaso.
David Edson.
Stephen Lane.
Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Criminal Justice and Master of Public Administration in the School of Public Affairs please come forward? Terry Schwartz, Associate Dean of the School of Public Affairs.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Public Affairs, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees Master of Criminal Justice and Master of Public Administration.
Associate Dean Schwartz, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degrees Master of Criminal Justice and Master of Public Administration. Congratulations.
Heather Kling. Cynthia Jones. Patience Paisley. Frances Silva Blaney. Kathy Lightfoot. Daisy McConnell. Jack Reesner. Wandrika Pona.
Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Arts and Master of Sciences in the College of Education please come forward? Mary Snyder, Dean of the College of Education.
Teresa Green.
No, I have, wait. I have to confer the degrees first. We have to confer the degree. So go ahead.
Chancellor Shockley Salabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Education, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees Master of Arts and Master of Sciences.
Dean Schneider, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degrees Master of Arts and Master of Science. Congratulations.
Corey Stewart.
Christine Meek.
Matar Alyssa.
Sarah Dahlberg. Jacqueline Hill. Kelly Straub. Madeline Lundberg. Karen Mullen. Melody Wachter. Patrick Luttrell. Tanya Marrero Gonzalez. John Bell. Sheila Yamamoto. Dalal Mohammed Saad Ben Jabrin. Hanan Hamad Suleiman Al-Dabis. Bailey Bannon. Kelly Phillips.
Nicholas.
Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Engineering and Master of Science in the College of Engineering and Applied Science please come forward? Ramaswamy Dandapani, Dean of the College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering and Applied Science, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees Master of Engineering and Master of Science.
Dean Dan DePonte, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degrees Master of Engineering and Master of Science. Congratulations.
Nicholas Andrew John.
Raul Alekin.
Michael Copps.
Dee Brooke.
George Mudrock.
Kiana Harimi.
Mark Vieira.
Kristen Burnett.
Timothy Porter.
Mark Kraska.
Joshua Hendricks.
John Burko. Robert Roller. Caitlin DeLucio.
Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Arts, Master of Science, and Master of Sciences in the College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences please come forward? Peter Braza, Dean of the College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees Master of Arts, Master of Science, and Master of Sciences.
Dean Braza, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degrees Master of Arts, Master of Science, and Master of Sciences. Congratulations.
Jennifer Benson.
Chong Han Lim.
Carly Darrow.
William Strutsky.
Margot Danowski.
Christine Saletti Steigerwald.
Kendra Johnson.
Brian Best.
Khalid Alusabi.
Lena Johnson.
Carrie Pittman.
Evelyn Garcia.
Henry Ndaya.
This concludes the conferring of graduate degrees. Now, will all undergraduates who have been nominated for honors distinctions please rise and remain standing. These candidates will be presented by Provost Mary Cousins-Reed.
This year, 185 students campus-wide received honors distinctions. These are the students whose achievements in academics are truly outstanding, who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of academic excellence, and who have contributed immensely to the intellectual vitality of the campus. I'm proud to present these distinguished students who have been nominated to receive their degrees with one or more of the following designations: honors, special honors, distinction, high distinction, highest distinction, cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. It is my pleasure to bestow upon these distinguished students the honors designations for which they have worked so diligently and with such excellence. Congratulations to you all.
Please be seated. Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, we now confer the undergraduate degrees. Will the candidates of the Bethel College of Nursing and the Health Sciences please come forward? Dean Nancy Smith.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Bethel College of Nursing and Health Sciences, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science.
Associate Dean Kinney, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Bethel College of Nursing and Health Sciences, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degree Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Patricia Fox, magna cum laude.
Aaron Utesh.
Zabine Aboya.
Rayanne Lippett.
Haley Choate.
Sarah Naus, summa cum laude.
Lisa Viloria, cum laude.
Macy Anderson, cum laude.
Farrell Davis, cum laude.
Nicole Hogato, cum laude.
Veronica Snap, magna cum laude.
Jesse Mullenbach.
Kelly Strauch, cum laude.
Samantha Fitzgibbon, cum laude.
Brittany Lumaro, magna cum laude.
Rachel Colchin.
Nare Lee.
Jenna Rubino.
Derek Torba, cum laude.
Raquel Woods, cum laude.
Lindsay Peterson.
Devin Barth, cum laude.
Angie Valdez.
Will the candidates of the College of Business and Administration please come forward? Dean Venkat Reddy.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Business and Administration, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Innovation and Bachelor of Science.
Dean Reddy, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Business and Administration, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degrees Bachelor of Innovation and Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Elizabeth Gunnison, magna cum laude.
Brett Teague.
Mary Launer.
Kayla Wooldridge.
James McLaughlin.
Bryce Borman.
Christopher Titchener, cum laude.
Uriah Trouse Mercer.
Michael Safran.
Aaron Sparrow, summa cum laude, Distinguished Undergraduate Academic Achievement Award.
Terry Dixon.
Micah Schultz.
Grace Faust, magna cum laude.
Michael Harper.
Michael Labato.
Nathan Perry, cum laude.
Sterling Boyce.
Alexander Clark.
Gavin Straub, magna cum laude.
Anthony Cordova.
Jessica Weinberger.
Marcus Roeder.
Brett Weike.
Brian Herink.
Patrick Durst.
Joshua Rodriguez.
Eli Olson.
Emily Harris.
Zachary Brim, summa cum laude.
Abby Cornella, cum laude.
Brian Wilson.
Madeline Cooper, cum laude.
James Wilson, summa cum laude.
Curtis Svensson.
Mitchell Jones.
Carly Sajak, cum laude.
Marie Helene Lilam, magna cum laude.
Teresa Mashinsky, magna cum laude.
Tasha Davis.
Jared Van Horn, cum laude.
Craig Pence.
Melanie Schatzsnyder.
Ryan Robson.
Jessica Sementelli.
Ethan Hahnemann, cum laude.
Brenda Lang, cum laude.
Nathan Drell.
Heather Latka.
Matthew Thompson, magna cum laude.
Wen Chao Zhang.
John Frank, cum laude.
Eric Bosco.
Heather Wancombe.
Corrine Gillenwater.
Melanie Alexandre.
Samuel Vossler.
Victoria Domer.
Corey Johnson.
Melody Lajoie, cum laude.
Angela Gregorio, magna cum laude.
Travis Rogers.
Chelsea Muth.
Jenna Collette, cum laude.
Alexandra Moyers, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Hackman.
Kylie Tribble.
Keith Eberly.
Joseph Wegner.
Benjamin Logston, magna cum laude.
Jordan Bonta, cum laude.
Brian Picklesheimer.
Daniel Kinney, magna cum laude.
Ryan Rocha.
Salma Al-Assad.
Kyle Cook.
Daniel Corey.
Babajed Shitsu.
Nicholas Phillips, cum laude.
Keenan Samuelson, cum laude.
Will the candidates of the School of Public Affairs please come forward? Associate Dean Terry Schwartz.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Public Affairs, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts.
Associate Dean Schwartz, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Public Affairs and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degree Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Jacqueline Green.
Jorge Arredondo.
Hannah Bressler.
Joshua Nelson.
Lauren Tronovich, cum laude.
Ashley Howell, cum laude with high distinction.
Emily Rosales, cum laude.
Amy Bunn, magna cum laude with distinction.
Monique Brown.
Kenny Jacobs, magna cum laude.
Kylie Barnes, cum laude.
Ashley Russell.
Tiffany Lee, cum laude.
Aria Herrera.
Alex Burris.
Adam Morales.
Charles Gingrich.
Velraja Holman.
Will the candidates of the College of Engineering and Applied Science please come forward? Dean Ramaswamy Dandapani.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering and Applied Science, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Innovation and Bachelor of Science.
Dean Dandapani, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering and Applied Science, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degrees Bachelor of Innovation and Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Allison Smith.
William Marison.
Micah Perez.
Benjamin Callis.
Hannah Tackett.
Alexander Maestas.
Stephen Sloan.
Brittany Haggard.
Jonathan Lake.
Austin Knapp with honors.
Scott York.
Heath Schoonover.
Scott Wiedmeyer with special honors.
Sean Burlew with honors.
Seth Shoemaker.
Michael Joyle.
Alex Layden.
Alexander Outlaw.
Tanner Hydrogo.
Paul Autumn.
Brandon Fortune.
Kyle Greba.
Brian Reed.
Justin Bobo.
Dustin McFerrin.
Jason Aldaz.
Brendan Ruggles.
Michaela Eisman with honors.
Skylar Beek.
Angelia Marquez.
Michael Wiseman.
Sean Raj.
Andrew Miller.
Royce Skelton with honors.
Demetrio Kuterin.
Will the candidates of the College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences please come forward? Dean Peter Braza.
Chancellor Shockley Zalabak, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
Dean Braza, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these graduates the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Kimberly Sweetwood.
Weston Birch.
Amy Strickland with highest distinction.
Alexi Gurton.
Amber Bradish.
Joseph Biggs.
Jennifer Scrugans.
Megan Morris.
Johnny de la Cruz.
Jessica Greiser.
Marcia de Herrera.
Savannah Rusioni, magna cum laude with high distinction.
Michelle McCormick.
Andrew Mitchell.
Andrew Olson.
Lana Root, cum laude.
Chad Kelly.
Jennifer Watton.
Scott Friedline, magna cum laude with distinction.
Danielle Condon.
Nicholas Rasmussen.
Kayleen Duckworth, summa cum laude.
Brian Bako.
Sean Collins.
James Elliott Pinter.
Marshall Muse.
Jonathan Mitchell, cum laude.
Deborah George.
Caro Brousseau, magna cum laude.
Brandon Wickner.
Whitney Homer.
Rachel Nelson.
Carly Gloman.
Andrew Counterman.
Megan Marchand.
Elise Shaheen.
Eric Orwig.
Justin Bobo.
Samantha Sanchez.
Kayla Perkins.
Terrence Goldcamp.
Kayla Nagy, summa cum laude.
Matthew Rodenberg.
Holly Hines, summa cum laude.
Carly Benowith.
Allison Spale.
Brittany Decker.
Benjamin Oakland.
Kelsey Jones.
Kimberly Mastro Pierto.
Daniel Garrido.
Brian Torres.
Alec Brockle.
Kimberly Marzullo, cum laude.
Jordan Sveen.
Angela Gerhardt.
Shelley Robertson, magna cum laude.
Abigail Grossenbach.
Michaela Resende.
Jennifer Jackson.
Samantha Graham.
Taylor Worth.
Kevin Reed.
Ashley Brinton, cum laude.
Lisa Starcher, summa cum laude with high distinction.
Jacqueline Barnes.
Corey Elliott.
Sandra Grahovis.
Harry Smith.
Julian McNally.
Dustin DeSaul.
Hart Tracy.
James Nimenick, magna cum laude.
Stephen Louvain.
Chastity Rossetti.
Catherine Jervik.
Alex Betty.
Eric Perini.
Brian Adams.
Lindsay Lavender, cum laude.
Tyler Butler, cum laude.
Carrie Ripley.
Kimberly Swanson.
Catherine Marvin.
Laurie Works, magna cum laude.
Charlene Brechovic, summa cum laude with highest distinction.
Elizabeth Merkel, cum laude.
Joanna Newcomer.
William Jewell.
Julie Hughes.
Alex Kinniston.
Allison Garbett.
Michelle Yinter, magna cum laude.
Natasha Bergeron.
Annie Mabry.
Michael Strazeski.
Kelly Kaponen.
Holly Hyde.
Sarah Myers, magna cum laude.
Lauren Russell.
Amanda Horner, summa cum laude with highest distinction.
Rachel Coronado.
Jennifer Owens, summa cum laude.
Megan Bell.
Katie Schaefer.
Isaac Wiggers with highest distinction.
John Woods with high distinction.
Christy Schimmerhorn.
Rachel Cassidy.
Alyssa Stein.
Bethany Neighbors, cum laude.
Teresa Goral, magna cum laude with distinction.
Ryan Smoliak.
Megan Coop.
Brian Smith, cum laude.
Jenna Libanecki, magna cum laude.
Gabriel Cordova.
Keegan Ryan.
Robin Elliott.
Anthony Van Zoren.
Antonio Silva.
Chris Johnson.
Van No.
Daniel Robert Knight.
Brandon Pruitt.
Diana Timmerman.
Charles Dostal.
Christopher Brandon, magna cum laude with highest distinction.
Shelley Kirkpatrick Haddock with highest distinction.
Susan Burke.
Lacey Marsh.
Cassandra Rokita.
Easton Coleman, summa cum laude with highest distinction.
Philip Ray, summa cum laude.
Danielle Rashavi, cum laude.
Ryan Winter with high distinction.
Ryan Merrifield.
Omid Harrison.
Callie McNabb.
Sarah Horton, summa cum laude with highest distinction.
Brianna Pepin.
Jessica Manthai.
Amy Slagle.
Michelle Sharp.
Stephanie Swisher, magna cum laude.
Chelsea Hernandez.
Corey Lawrence Fisher.
Emily Williams.
Seth Erickson.
Surgeon Anik.
Corey Ryman.
Christopher Funari.
Sarah Santa Cruz, summa cum laude with high distinction in geography.
Jonathan Miranda, cum laude.
Valerie Byer, cum laude.
Tara Burns, magna cum laude with distinction.
Emily Wells.
Casey McNeil.
James Ashby, summa cum laude.
Renee Hill, cum laude with distinction.
Kevin Moore.
Danelle Steele.
Jordan Bierschenk.
Brianna English Reed.
Chelsea Bartlett.
Tasia Gaikwad.
Sarah Bonzi, cum laude.
Erica Langfelt.
Jordan Pinniger, cum laude with distinction.
Danielle Baumgardner, cum laude.
Julie Wall.
Michelle Velasquez, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Mahoy.
Jennifer Donnelly.
Priscilla Stevens.
Michael Shippey with distinction.
Colton Williams, cum laude.
Amanda Cohen, cum laude.
Emily Dante, cum laude with highest distinction.
Raul Medina.
Daylin Driscoll, magna cum laude.
Stephanie West, magna cum laude.
Brianna Hawk, magna cum laude.
Andrea Schneider.
Taylor Brooke Donaldson, cum laude.
Megan Buckner.
Joshua Nelson.
Jillian Bear. Jasmine Kim. Nathan Edward Grimshaw Richards.
This concludes the conferring of undergraduate degrees. Welcome to the great extended family of the university with more than 35,000 alumni. The chairperson of the Alumni and Friends Association, Nicholas Goodsell, will now make a few comments and initiate all of our graduates into the Alumni Association.
We are honored today to have with us alumni from previous graduating classes. Will all UCCS alum in the audience please rise? I take great pleasure in recognizing all of these great alumni. Please be seated. Graduates, please rise. It is my pleasure to officially recognize you as new alumni of the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. As mentioned, you joined the ranks of over 35,000 graduates who have earned a degree at this campus, University of Colorado. As you have seen, many are with us today. Alumni continue to be an important link to our university. Many of you will remain here, providing connection between our university and our community. Others will leave, but as graduates, you will all share one commonality: a lifelong bond with your alma mater. We will continue to keep you connected to the university in years to come. In return, we seek your involvement and support, not only to keep your alma mater strong, but to make her stronger. The Alumni and Friends Association is proud to congratulate the class of 2013 on your great achievement and wish you success in years to come. Again, congratulations.
Thank you. Please be seated. It is an honored tradition at the University of Colorado commencement ceremonies to read the charge to the graduates, given first by the late CU president George Norland to the class of 1935. Dr. Norland was a professor of Greek at CU from 1899 to 1942. For those 23 years, he served as president of the university, and the library he helped plan during that time now bears his name. His legacy at CU includes having dared to speak out as an eloquent champion of democracy and human equality during a time of serious threats to those principles across the nation. In 1924, the governor of Colorado reportedly took daily orders from the Ku Klux Klan, which controlled the legislature. One of those orders went to President Norland, who was told to rid the faculty of all Catholics and Jews. Norland refused, and the university received limited funds that year. CU barely survived. Later in the early 1930s, President Norland publicly denounced Hitler's Nazi regime in Germany. Graduates, he devoted his career to two great causes: the life of the mind and the love of this university, which he articulated in this charge to CU graduates. Please stand and hear the words of the charge to the graduates as delivered by Regent Heibel.
Graduates, you are now certified to the world at large as alumni of the university. She is your kindly mother, and you her cherished sons and daughters. This exercise denotes not your severance from her, but your union with her. Commencement does not mean, as many wrongly think, the breaking of ties and the beginning of life apart. Rather, it marks your initiation in the fullest sense into the fellowship of the university, as bearers of her torch, as centers of her influence, as promoters of her spirit. The university is not the campus, not the buildings on the campus, not the faculties, not the students of any one time, not one of these or all of them. The university consists of all who come into and go forth from her halls, who are touched by her influence and who carry on her spirit. Wherever you go, the university goes with you. Wherever you are at work, there is the university at work. What the university purposes to be, What it must always strive to be is represented on its seal, which is stamped on your diplomas, a lamp in the hands of youth. If its light shines not in you and from you, how great is its darkness? But if it shines in you today and in the thousands before you, who can measure its power? With hope and faith, I welcome you into the fellowship. I bid you farewell, only in the sense that I pray you may fare well. You go forth, but not from us. We remain, but not severed from you. God go with you and be with you and us.
Thank you, Regent Heibel. Our sincere thanks to all who made this commencement a success. We especially appreciate the talented efforts of pianist Sarah McDaniel, the Visual and Performing Arts Honors Ensemble under the direction of Music Program Coordinator Colin McAllister, and the Visual and Performing Arts Vocal Ensemble for providing the music today. At this time, those graduates who have not already done so, switch their tassels from the right to the left side of their mortarboard, signifying the completion of your studies. And please join me once more now in applauding all of our graduates. Now, please join Visual and Performing Arts music instructor Gail Grace in singing the alma mater. The words are listed on page 13 of your program. This concludes our formal exercises. But graduates, before we end, we of course do have a final assignment for you. Each of you, we would like you to pull out your cell phone. I bet you never heard that in the last couple of years. And take a picture of yourself. And no, calm down. And email it to alumni@uccs.edu. That's ALUMNI @uccs.edu. We will upload it to the UCCS Facebook page where you can tag yourself to share with friends and family. Audience, brave, wonderful audience. Once the stage party exits the arena floor, please feel free to enter the arena floor and meet your graduate. Thank you for attending UCCS's 2013 commencement ceremony.